Okay, so you want the rundown on the entire roster for Squadra. I hear you. I've played for both of the betas, and I've also got the opinion of one of the best players in the game. So let's jump into this tier list. So yeah, this is just going to be my opinion at first. And then later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys the tier list of like the better player. I'd consider him a pro player because when I fought him in my matches, I got pieced up, dude. I will not lie. He ripped me a new one, you know what I'm saying? So that'll come later. So for right now, this is just my opinion. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's hop into it. Goku, man. Goku is really good, dude. Really, really good. I would put him in S, dude. I would put him in S. He's very basic, but my god, dude, like the damage you can do is so insane in such like a short burst. He's very like burst damage, very, very good burst damage, and his like hitboxes are absurd. Like his level 3 Kamehameha. It takes up the whole lane. You know, when you're leaving spawn, like I swear, man, like the width, the girth, the length. He just has it all, okay? He just has it all. And he's very simple to play. His suit, his spirit, his ultimate too. Just like, I don't know how you even dodge it at level 3. I don't even know how, to be honest. But he's the MC. Listen, he deserves a little bit of glaze. He's personally my favorite character, and probably is going to be my main. So I'm giving him extra glaze. But I honestly think he's one of the better DPSs in the game if you're going to run DPS, because there are some of it in here which are like nowhere near as good as Goku. He's very basic. He's very great for like learning the game, I think, because you can combo Kaioken into any of his skills. And it's just a lot of fun to see big numbers on the screen and just kind of melt your opponents instantly. He's got good mobility too, like his dash, which he has, like the leap, the meteor strike, whatever the hell. Very good range, and like you can kind of help in and out of fights, which is kind of like quite important in this game if you're like overextending, in my opinion. But yeah, alright, we'll move on. Vegeta, I cannot say the same for Vegeta. I don't know. People tell me he's really, really broken and he's so good, but I never saw the vision in both betas. I feel like I barely saw him, and if I did see him, he wasn't like he underperformed, I think, compared to other tanks. Like if you don't know, in this game, the tank role is absurd. They're very overtuned, I feel. They're very overtuned, but there's only one of them in a match, so it does make sense. But what I felt when it came to the tank role is that if your tank wasn't good and your enemy tank was good, you lost. And that, I don't think that's very fair, because yeah, like, I don't know, all the tanks are very strong. I don't think he's bad though. I don't think any of these rosters, any person, any character in this roster is D tier. I'd say everyone is usable, like 100%, but when you compare them to each other, I don't know, but maybe B. I go with B because people glazed him quite a lot. I used him, obviously. I just never, like, when I used other tanks, like, I don't know, Cooler, Zamasu, Baby Young Body, which we'll get to later, which is like, oh my god, hope he gets nerfed. When comparing him to other tanks, I just did not feel that level of, like, strong when it came to Vegeta, but is what it is, bro. And now Trunks, dude. I think Trunks is probably one of the highest skill characters in the game. I think he's pretty good though. I don't know if I put him in A, because like I've played with a lot of Trunkses. I never really used them. Listen, I'll admit. Listen, I'll come clean. I'll put my hands up. You got me. I never really played Trunks because he wasn't the type of my kind of play style, because he does a lot of damage, but his hitboxes are very small, and it seems like you have to like snipe a lot. And I clearly do not have the mechanical skill for that, but like I probably could if I sat down and played for him for a couple hours, but he never really interested me like that. I think he's pretty good. There's definitely some Trunkses that were like I played against and they went crazy and they did like numbers and stuff like that. And I've even played with Trunkses which I did like really good. So I wouldn't say he's as like easy to play as Goku, and that's why I'd say you can easily get both of these guys the same amount of value if you're good. But I don't know, he doesn't have the hitboxes like Goku does. He's a lot less brain dead, but I feel like he does more damage. It's just harder to land that damage if you're not very good at the game. Yeah, I'll put him in A. I think he's pretty good choice. Just hard to learn in this game. I don't think anyone's that hard to learn, but it does take practice, you know. A little bit of practice, in my opinion. Son Gohan. Ooh, I don't know. I never really liked him that much. Playing him was kind of boring. Yeah, the buff does help a lot. I would put him in C, maybe B. we'll decide later. I'll come, but like at the end of the tier list, I'll look at my placements and I'll just be like, okay, I'll probably like scramble them around a bit. But I don't think he's very good. I think him and Boo kind of suffer from like, I don't know, their support isn't that good and their kits aren't that good. I never like, and you compare him to other supports, it's kind of like night and day because Krillin, Android 17, we haven't been able to play him yet, but I think he's probably going to be one of the, like a must pick, genuinely. He's one of the first characters to have barriers and stuff, but I'll talk about him when we get to him. Yeah, like his ultimate is kind of weird. It's like it felt strong, but it didn't at the same time. I feel like it's a good way to describe this character. Like it feels strong, like on paper it looks strong, but it doesn't feel strong. You know what I mean? Like I don't think if he was there or not, you would like, if it was any other character, you wouldn't really notice it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not, but it's what it is. We'll move on. I think he's C tier. I don't think he's very good. Maybe buff the support he has. Because yeah, you need to be near your ally to give them the buffs, and then like, yeah, I don't know. His other kit is just like not that great. In my opinion, I don't know. It's fine. Bojack, I thought Bojack was broken when I first used him, but like people have been telling me like Bojack is not good. Bojack is not good apparently, but I think he's okay. Like I think the mines are kind of slept on. Like the hitbox is so massive and it does like good damage. His ultimate's really good. Only if you use it right though. It does really suck that you can't move while you're using it. I feel like that would have been good because you can just kind of go behind Bojack and kind of like destroy him. And there's not much you can do about it because you're locked in place when you do your ultimate. But his passive with his whole squad coming into play is really cool. I don't know. I'm thinking B. I don't think he's the craziest thing in the world anymore because of what I've been told about him. But I'd say he's pretty simple to play. It's just like he does take a while. Like without his level 3 skills, he does feel kind of like bad to play because his level 1 skills are genuinely like dreadful. So you kind of do have to get late game to make him useful. I feel like that's the kind of the same with Vegeta, in my opinion, and then Gohan just kind of meh, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know, Bojack. I thought he was really, really good, but I guess I was playing him with that, you know, that special rule which gives you a level 3 skill right off the bat, and that does help a lot. Makes him seem a lot stronger than he actually is. But yeah, I don't know. And he doesn't, I don't know. Yeah, very AoE based, I think. But his damage is like kind of crazy at level 3. I don't know. Again, I don't think any of these characters are bad, but I'll stick Bojack in the B tier for now. And then Cooler, I definitely think he's like A tier. A tier, maybe like low S. Because his whole gimmick is when you pop a skill, you gain iframes, and then if an opponent attacks you while you do that iframe, you get like a really buffed up skill. Like his dash. Say if you pop the laser, the opponent hit you, and then you dash, you actually grab the opponent, like kind of grand slam them into the ground. Probably one of, literally, yep, one of my favorite characters in the game, next to Goku. Like if I said I had mains, I'd be like Goku and Cooler easy. Goku first and then Cooler later. Maybe I'd put him in S. Maybe I would, because yeah, I feel like if people didn't know what they were doing against Cooler, they'd be kind of like shitting their pants a bit, because you could just kind of eat their attacks pretty easily if you can predict it, or like if you could see it coming. If their attack has like quite a big start, which you can see, you just pop one of your skills, you eat it, and then you do more damage in return. It's kind of like, damn man. Yeah, but you do have to have a brain, a little bit of a brain, if you want to use Cooler. I'm not saying you'd have to have like, I wouldn't say he's as high skill as Trunks, but with Cooler you just need to time your attacks basically. Just imagine that you're constantly using a counter character and you're landing those counters every time. That's the main goal with Cooler. His ultimate is really good too. Well, only if like you get the counter mechanic off, because it sucks them in and then like, you know, blows them out. You know how it is. Haha. Yeah, I think Cooler's really good. I might move him up to S later, but for now I'm gonna slam him in A. Caulifa, S, easy, definitely better than Goku. This character is stupid, man. I didn't like facing this character. I didn't really like playing her either. I thought she was kind of boring to play, but I cannot dispute how stupid she is. Because of her passive, when you attack an opponent, you basically get like raged, and you can like only attack, well, like you can't only attack Caulifa, but like the damage that your opponent does to Caulifa is reduced. So you have crazy damage reduction. She either has a skill which just gives her straight up iframes and pushes the opponent away. Stupid, dumb, stupid, dumb. Her hitboxes on all her other attacks are absurd too. Her ultimate is really good too. Her ultimate is crazy. The fact you could just like, you know, bullet hell them and have a million speed at the same time is ridiculous. Her kit is just so solid. If you had her a tank, you really could not complain. She's crazy. I think she will be crazy. I don't think they're going to touch her in terms of nerfs. I think there are definitely characters on this list which will. They're coming up next. But yeah, no. I really think Caulifa is a really good character. And also, like, not really the most complex tank either. Like, you can just kind of spam buttons. Obviously, the iframe, you know, you want to use that to get in and out of fights whenever you want to get out of fights. And or just, like, you know, soak up an ultimate, because why not? And you also just get, like, in a 1v1, you're probably definitely losing because you've raged the opponent. They do less damage to you. You do a lot of damage, as any tank does. And yeah, she's just really good. She's just a really good character. Anyway, moving on. Android 18. Broken. Both. This game has a fucking hard-on for androids. It's insane. Like, they get rock solid for some android action, for some clanker action. And it makes me annoyed. Yeah, it angers me, dude. Android 18. Now, I haven't played her, like, barely at all. I think I've played, like, 2 matches with her, and my memory is terrible, so I can't even remember. But, my god. If you have a good Android 18, you win. If they have a good Android 18, you lose. Because it's just like a blink. It's just like, uh-oh, you lost. Uh-oh, you lost. Uh-oh, you died. Uh-oh, you died. Because what she can do, she can chain her, like, little dash attacks. Also, the fact... Because, like, you know, the vanish in this game is also technically a dash. It's... Movement in this game is king. You know? If you're dodging everything, how are you losing? You know, if you're iframing through everything, how are you losing? Damage obviously does matter, but God, guys, good thing! She does a million damage too! Hooray! I definitely think, in terms of DPS, she was number 1. I don't know if that's going to change with the addition of Kale and Gammas and Gugu, Young. But yeah, I think Oob came close to her, but not quite, because he got 3 extra damages from one of his skills, but I didn't really like, I don't know if he does as much damage, or it's not as like quick as Android 18. I think he's reliant on one of the boss's buffs, I think what Godlin said to me. So that's why he's not as good, but he's still pretty broken. But yeah, definitely the best DPS in the game. I really hope she gets nerfed when the game launches. And if she doesn't, tough, innit? What can you do? What can you do? Anyway, boo. We're back to mediocrity. I'm gonna put him in C tier. I think these guys just belong together. I feel like this game's gonna have a real support problem because they're either absurdly broken or like just kind of Like, you don't want that. You don't want that on your team. His healing was nice. You know, his ultimate, I don't know, I feel like it's very easy to dodge. His healing, like I just said, it's okay. His Go-Go Gum is you know, I feel like these characters are just very these support characters, but don't worry, Krillin on the support list, like, yep, Krillin on the support list next. He's crazy, so it doesn't really matter. I guess it swings around about. Dabura, I don't think Dabura's very good. I think Dabura's mid. He's just like, I don't know, his whole thing revolves around petrification. I thought when I saw his trailer, I thought it was gonna be broken, but like it does take a long time for you to set up that petrification. I feel like it never came through. I think I only ever got his petrification off like once or twice, and then even after I activated it, they would already be dead anyway. Like, I didn't need the petrification to kill them like that. So I don't think he's very good. I feel like if they gave him more petrification gauge, he might be broken. Like, it make it easier to pull off. I feel like Dabura is one of those characters, like, if you were gonna win, if you're winning, well, no, how do I explain this? Like, if you were in a situation, if you were in a match where you were winning anyway, and you get your petrifications off, like, it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm making any sense right now. Hold on, let me think. Okay, I thought about it. So if you're steamrolling as Dabura, it doesn't really matter if you're getting your petrifications off because you were steamrolling anyway. And then if you're in a losing situation, you're probably not going to get your petrifications off because you're like under-leveled or something. And, you know, the higher level your skills are, the more petrification you get off. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's very good. Maybe, I don't know, it's a very difficult character to even like buff or nerf because I feel like he's on the brink of being broken, but then not really. If they leave him alone. Maybe that's just where he's supposed to be. Is Dabura after all, who really care for real. I don't think he's that good though. His petrification is cool, but you don't see it enough, nor is it that useful to even have. You know, his ultimate is like, you know, which gives the most petrification. Not the craziest hitbox in the world. But yeah, I think he's okay. He's not the worst character in the game, in my opinion. Very niche, very meh. There are better options. Anyway, Super Oob. Whoa! Whoa! Put him in the top. Put him in the top, man. Whoa! Yeah, I didn't really see the vision with Oob, but then I faced a good Oob and I was like, oh, I see the vision. Yeah, his whole thing is just kind of building up his rush attack, and then, you know, going crazy on him. I think you need like the Nappa boss defeated to get like 80% more rush attack damage or something like that, and then he kind of just melts everyone. It's a bit ridiculous, but if you don't get that, then you're kind of cooked. Well, not really though, because he's still really good. He still has free dashes. That one skill that gives him free dashes, which are basically like, you know, free dodges. You can't go wrong with that. His ultimate's really good. You know, if they get to a certain threshold, they turn into candy, and then you just kind of wail on them. Plus, the hitbox really nice too. And overall, he just does crazy damage. And yeah, he's also really good at like sniping. Just doing a lot of damage. Just doing a lot of damage, going crazy, dodging, weaving. Just a lot, like similar to Android 18, but just doesn't have that, like, I don't know, not as broken as 18. The bootleg 18, I guess. I guess, dude. And now Krillin. Yeah, better than, I don't know, is it better than Caulifa? Probably not. I say Khalifa's like a little bit brain dead. Krillin, no one defending like this man, honestly. His little Timu mines that you can just place anywhere. You just place in because of the whole Gekishin burst mechanic now, he's just insane. He's always been insane. He always does 1,000,000 damage, like, all the time. And now that his mines are just like even better because you can place them on like the tower, and then they can't do the Gekishin burst unless they want to take like a big chunk of their health. Yeah, they're kind of cooked. They're kind of finished. Krillin is just very easy to play. You know, very just like, he's just so much value. Like if you compare him to Gohan and Boo, it's like they obviously support allies, and Krillin doesn't really do that. Also, Solar Flare is kind of insane. You can't see anything, and you just kind of gotta deal with it. You can't see shit, and it's cool, and it's like great. And then he's got the Destructo Disc. Destructo Disc is fire, man. I've never really enjoyed playing Krillin. I think he's like a rat character. You know, you hide in bushes, you put the mines, you lead the enemy to the mines, they blow up, or just like put them on base, and then they can't defeat your towers. It's just like rat unit, but that's why he's so good. Why he's so goddamn good. I hope he doesn't get nerfed, because Krillin deserves to be broken in any game he's in. So yeah, anyway, moving on to the next rat unit. Alright, it's time for the one and only Baby Youngbody. If you didn't know, this guy had a really high pick rate, and he also had a really high win rate. That's because he's absolutely broken. He's busted. Disgusting. Disgraceful unit. His base kit isn't even like that crazy. It's just the fact that you can go inside of a teammate, give them lifesteal, give them buffs, make them like insanely juiced, and then just wreak havoc on the entire team. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's not fair. Oh my god, I feel like the last day of the beta, all I would face is Baby and Goku. I feel like that's the only reason why I can like put Goku in the S tier, because it's all I would see. Just Goku, baby. Goku with lifesteal. Goku with Super Spirit Bomb, which covers the entire map, and then just absolutely fucks you in every way. It was so awesome. Well, like, you know, his win rate shows, his play rate shows. He's very easy to play. Literally, as soon as you're low, hop into your teammate, become full HP, call it a day. You know, give your teammate crazy life still, give them crazy buffs, call it a day, dude. You only have to play the game. You just need to hold like your attack button and you do like extra little key blasts. It's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. I really hope he gets nerfed. He's silly, dude. He is so silly. Zamasu, people really, I think in the first beta, everyone kind of thought he was broken. I did too. I didn't really see him that much in the second beta. I don't know if he got nerfs or not, but like his whole thing was like, if you kill like NPCs, you get regen, or like kill people around you, I guess. You just get regen off it, and then he was basically unkillable. I didn't see him a lot. I think people were using Caulifa, you know, the baby young body, who basically just does that, but better. Who else? I think that's it, you know, like Cooler, sometimes, barely. I don't know. I'd probably put him in B. I think he's better than Vegeta, for sure. I don't know, I just really didn't see the vision with Vegeta. But, I don't know, I didn't see him a lot. And when I did see him, he wasn't really, like, in the second beta. In the first beta, I think he was kind of a menace. People were complaining about him a lot. But in the second beta, I don't know, dude. I saw him a lot less. When I fought him, I didn't really struggle. I didn't really face, like, a really good Zamasu. I don't think. I think, like, I faced Zamasus which I lost against, but I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, there's Zamasu carried. But, yeah. We move on. Frieza! Oh, listen, I actually played a lot of the second beta with Frieza just because of how interesting I thought. He's not as good as Krillin. He's basically worse Krillin, which is really unfortunate because he's really good at defending. He is. Is he C tier? No, I'd say he's high B. I like playing him. He definitely, like, you could lock down an area as long as, you know, Dodoria didn't die or Zarborn. I just think the problem is that you can't instantly recall Zarborn and Dodoria. Like instantly, like they go on like a 16-second cooldown and they just kind of like throw away. Like he does no damage either while he's by himself, like absolutely zero. And also his movement speed is insane. Like he is genuinely the fastest character in the game, I think. Is, you know, it's pretty important. But in terms of defense, I'd say he's definitely better than these two. But his damage is, you know, much to be wanted, and his cooldowns were really weird. His ultimate was pretty good though, because it actually, like, you know, drag opponents with it, I think, unless it didn't. But either way, I can't remember how his ultimate worked. His ultimate was like at level 3, once you charged it up, it kind of got crazy. The hitbox was crazy, but before that, it was like Alright, we're gonna do Piccolo because he's the only last one. He's the only one who's like in the game, who's playable. I think he's really good. He was, when the Great Ape was in the game, he was known for sniping it because his special beam cannon just did a lot of damage, and then, you know, whoever got the Great Ape basically won the game. And yeah, I would put him probably above Trunks. He's hard to, he's quite difficult to play, I think. Like, I don't know, his basic skills, they're okay, but his special beam cannon is where it was like, where you got the real value. You can still use him to snipe bosses and stuff, but I don't think he's as good as other DPSs. I might put him to B. Might put him high B. Higher than Frieza. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I didn't really use him that much. He didn't really, you know, interest me that much, but I'm pretty sure you could use him to snag Great Ape and stuff, but because they removed Great Ape, I guess he like loses a lot of value. His Great Ape was just kind of crazy. Great Ape was your win or lose condition, genuinely. But you can still use them to snipe bosses, but, you know, it's just more difficult. Well, it's not more difficult, it's just like you definitely get a lot of value from defeating bosses, but just, it's not Great Ape, you know what I mean? And his kit is like, it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like, oh, I've never been like, oh, Piccolo, go fuck yourself, you know? I've never had that moment. I've definitely had it with all of these guys, 100%. So, yeah, there's that. Alright, but from here on out, these are new characters, so I haven't had the chance to play these 6 new characters, because, you know, the game's not out yet, but it comes out pretty soon, and I'm pretty excited. So yeah, let's start rating them, dude. Perfect Cell, he kind of seems like a better Zamasu. I would put him in A, because his ultimate seems kind of crazy when he's perfect, because he's got that, like, domain thing, where he sucks someone into the Cell games, and you can just 1v1 without any issue. I think his kit it looks pretty good. His passive is just like what the more like the damage you do, you steal their life, and blah blah blah. He's got the kit to be a good tank. I just don't think he'll be crazy. He doesn't have any like iframes. I mean, I think his ultimate is a barrier. I don't know if it gives him iframes though. I don't think so. I think that'd be a little bit ludicrous if it did. It's a big AoE. It does damage, AoE damage, I'm pretty sure. And then once you're perfect cell, you make a mini cell games arena and you suck in the closest opponent and you just 1v1 him. And if you're a tank, you're probably gonna win that 1v1 most of the time unless you just get absolutely mullered, I guess, by like maybe the 18 or a Goku. I don't know though. Maybe a Krillin could even do it. So you got to be careful who you use that on. But yeah, I think he's going to be very good. I don't know if he's going to be S material, but I think he's going to be very. I'll put him up. I don't think he's as good as Caulifa, but I definitely think he's going to be better than Trunks. Kale, I don't think she's going to be very good. Probably put her in B. Put her in here. I think her ultimate is going to be very good because it gives you basically another HP bar. But you lose all your skills, and her skills don't look very good. They look very basic. Like it's kind of like you'll ride and die on this ultimate. Like you get massive. You become the legendary Super Saiyan, but at what cost, dude? Apparently her dash, like her dodge, becomes a move that stuns opponents, so that could be massive. The damage that she was doing in her trailer while she was in that state seems insane, but you know, we don't know how long the cooldown of her ultimate is going to be, so like her base form, like her just regular playing doesn't look that good compared to other DPSs. Like it looks very basic, but you never know, her ultimate might just straight up win games because the burst is so insane, and I'm pretty sure she's got like some kind of super armor while she has it. So she can't be interrupted as long as you don't get absolutely melted, but you gain the equivalent of an extra HP bar when you activate it. And I'm going to assume with like buffs and stuff that you can get from bosses and whatnot, you could become a little bit crazy. It just sucks that she loses all her skills and she just becomes a melee merchant. That's not very good in my opinion, but we shall see. We shall see. She might be good. Maybe she's better than Piccolo. Maybe. Again, it's all speculation, but for now, I think I'm fine with putting her there. Gamma 1 and 2. I think they suffer from the same thing, but probably going to be a bit worse because they share a HP. Well, they don't share it. They basically, both of their HP bars combine into one HP bar. And so they're quite squishy, like individually. But obviously, when they have their ultimate out active, they combine both their HP bars and they also res like the other Gamma. So I think it all depends on how long the cooldown is on their ultimate, because when they have the ultimate active, they gain like HP regen, which is silly. But again, their kit, their base kit seems pretty good. I think it seems better than Kale's. But I just think her ultimate is going to be stronger because of how much HP you gain. Yeah, you get a lot of HP with these guys too, and you also get HP regen. The damage didn't seem as crazy as Kale's. So I don't know. I don't think these guys are gonna be like anything too broken. Yeah. I don't know. They seem like ultimate merchants. So we'll have to see. I think I have higher hopes for Kale than I do Gamma 1 and 2. They seem strong, but you know, their skills are a little bit more complicated than Ooga Booga, do melee damage, kill, you know? Maybe have a little bit more of a brain, because I think outside of their ultimate, when they're not teamed up, they're not going to be very good. But I could see Kale being, you know, at least decent, you know, with all the key blasts she has. So anyway, moving on. I don't want to do under 17. I want to do Daima Goku. I don't think Daima Goku is going to be very good. I think he's going to be C tier. He doesn't look very interesting, like at all. His animations are really, really cool, but his ultimate seems very mid. He definitely seems like a free-to-play character, like in terms of, you know, doing stuff, getting the job done, if you will. But yeah, it's cool to see the whole Daima gang there. It's cool to see Daima representation. So funny that we didn't get like any Dragon Ball related stuff in the base roster, which I'm not complaining about. Dragon Ball just like, I don't know, it doesn't sell, bro. We know this. We know this. Come on, don't be silly. But hopefully we'll get like actual OG Kid Goku one day, or maybe Demon King Piccolo. That would be cool. That would be kind of sick. OG Krillin would go hard too. we have Bacterian, bro. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Android 17. Oh, yes. Must pick. This is like the first support which actually does like actually good support. The barrier. Just the barrier, dude. You can use it twice. You give percentage HP twice to your team. I think the problem with this game right now is that once you know, the enemy team gets like their levels, they get that level advantage, they can generally just nuke you with their ults, and it's so easy to do so. I think that will probably still be the case as with like most MOBAs. You know, the second you lose that level lead, you are at a disadvantage. But at least with this guy, you know, you pop the ult, you gain that bonus HP, you also defend your allies. You can use the barrier, so you can use like the barrier skill twice, and then you can pop your ult, and then you have like a lot of HP. You've given your allies a lot of HP to like kind of tank and stuff like that. He seems very good. He seems very, very good. And also his other skills, like his little just basic orb key blast, apparently they invert buffs. That seems broken, right? Seems kind of insane. And then he's got his basic melee, which doesn't really do a lot. But yeah, like I think he's gonna be a must pick when it comes to the sport. Either him or Krillin, or you're throwing. Like, unless you know you're a really good Frieza player. But that's probably not going to be pretty tough. I really hope they do make supports better, because I feel like most of them, like 2 out of the, how many supports we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. 5 supports we have. Wait, I think we have 6, but I don't really remember at the moment. Out of like the 5 supports we have right now. Oh wait, here, he's right there. Most of them aren't very good or very fun to play. Hit. All right, we'll move on to hit. But yeah, 17 is broken. I've predicted in my heart he will be absolutely absurd. He is absurd in most games, to be honest, so it does make sense. It's cool that they're both in the game. I really love this roster. Like, there's not like they're hype characters, but they're not like, oh my god, you know, hype characters. I think they've got a really good diverse cast, and they haven't like blown up all their big gun shots, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got no Z Broly's and stuff like that, which I'm totally fine with, because they'll come eventually, like Rose, Goku, Black, but we have like, you know, essences of it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really happy with this roster. Hit. I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna put him in the S tier. I feel like, you know, people who just hop on the game, don't really read kits, they're gonna think Hit is garbage. I think Hit is gonna be crazy, dude. I think because his passive Fear of Death, it's very, I don't know, there's no other characters like Hit in the game right now where you have to be in bushes to like, and be a rat to get like, you know, major buffs on the opponent, like over, or like, you know, major advantage over the opponent. But Hit does. Dude, I think there's going to be a definite gap between a Hit who knows what he's doing and a Hit who doesn't, because, you know, the way I'm seeing it is, you know, little Goku's coming down bottom lane. He's having a nice time. Hits in the bush. Hit, bam, bro. Hits him with a Fear of Death, and then he pops the dimensional rift thing, puts him in stealth again, and then gets another stack of Fear of Death, and then Goku's dead. Goku's gone to the app store and he's reviewed the game at 1 star. Please nerf Hit. You know, that's just my honest prediction. His ultimate seems insane as well, because like it obscures the opponent's view, and that might not sound the craziest, but like Solar Flare with Krillin is so fucking annoying. It's unbelievable. I guarantee you Hit will be the same. It will be the exact same, and you're just keeping on, you're just applying those Fear of Deaths. They're getting slower and slower, and they're just dying quicker and quicker, and it's not fair, and people will cry. But yeah, I feel like Hit is gonna be either the throw of the century or like the person who, you know, carries you, absolutely carries you. But yeah, here we go. I don't think anyone's like D tier. I'm gonna have a quick look at it, see if I adjust anything. But I think this is it, bro. This might be it. Okay, and then here we have Godlin's tier list. He's a lot better player than me, so take his opinion more than mine. We're just gonna have I won't be too long about just having a little look at his tier list real quick. But you know, I'll just go over like each character if I agree or not. Like, yep. I'm surprised Kale is S tier. I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. Maybe he thinks like the melee damage on her ult is going to be crazy. I probably should have asked him what he thinks of, like, I know with Android 17, he's also like, yeah, the barriers are like insane. And like stuff like that. And then Android 18, he said like, she was literally like unreactable at one time. He fought her and like there was just nothing he can do. So quite funny. Krillin, he mains Krillin, dude. His name is Godlin. It makes sense. He is actually incredible Krillin. Fought him like a few times, I think. One or two times. Yeah, he packed me up, dude. He packed me up. Cooler and S tier, I'm quite curious about. I didn't think he was that crazy. Maybe he just really values the iframes, I guess. Piccolo also in S tier, which I was not expecting. And Goku in A. Oh, bro! Listen, bro, I need to listen and learn. I need to listen and learn. So I'm going to just take it at face value. Trunks, too. Yeah, we had similar. Hit in A. I think a hit is going to be crazy. Not going to lie, we'll see. A bad hit is going to be dreadful. I feel like hit is going to be very controversial, but I already said that. Vegeta B, yeah. Mini Goku is higher than I thought he'd be, but better than these guys? That's kind of crazy. I think Frieza is definitely better than Mini Goku, but it is what it is. Zamasu, I think he said like he has potential to be good, but I like, yeah, apparently he's B tier, which is crazy. I didn't know this. And then these guys in C tier, which, yeah, makes sense. None of these guys really went crazy. Again, I thought Bojack was good, but not. But like, yeah, this is from a player who played the game a lot during both betas. He played a lot of high level teams. He was their team was very insane. I mean, most of you guys watching me right now from the breakers, it's literally the Cool Money Gang, but in Squadra. So yeah, be ready for that, boys. Yeah, these guys, they're very good at the game. So I would take this as like the good predictions, and then my tier list was just kind of my opinion and what I think of the characters at the moment. So if you guys want something to base off, like for real, like who you want to be playing, if you want to be playing meta or just for fun, this is the list for you. Let me know what you guys think of these tier lists. I think Godlin's is pretty good. I wouldn't say, the only thing I'm kind of curious about is Mini Goku. That is literally it. And Kale. Mini Goku and Kale, I think. I think the rest is like pretty fair. And Zamasu maybe, but yeah. That's that. Let me know what you guys think of these tier lists. I am very excited for this game. I really hope they just keep adding new characters like monthly. At least like maybe, I'm hoping 2 characters a month, but if it was just 1 character a month, I'd be fine with that too. Yeah, I hope we do get new maps too as well. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. A very good roster, very good base roster. Very excited. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for more Squadra. Yeah, thank you very much.